Alright YouTube, hello, good morning. This is going to be a very raw video because we don't have our lovely Keegan filming us, but this is a full day of eating, 4.5 to 5 weeks out, and yeah, I'm super excited to make this video because when I see other people's full day of eatings at, same time frame, it's very inspirational for me because I'm like, you know what, they're doing it, I can do it too. On this day, I'm hitting quads, so I don't have to go do cardio, which is great. I'm here chilling in the morning, sipping on some coffee, getting warmed up for the day, get my stretches in, get my poses in, kind of just waking up. One thing, this video is not gonna be a cooking video. I was thinking about it, I was like, all right, can I set up the tripod and I'm just gonna make the meal on my lonesome. It's kind of like a sovereign time for me, you know what I'm saying? It's cold as hell out, so the stove keeps me warm. I'm just gonna make the meal, talk about it with you guys, shut the camera off, do whatever, eat, and then go to the next meal. After prep, so in a few weeks for you guys, me and Keegan are gonna go crazy on the cooking videos. The leaner you get, the less body fat, the higher your creativity gets with things you want to make, like recipes and shit. When we're making chicken shawarma, gyros, like all that stuff, it's gonna be exceptional. But I'm not gonna be cooking in this video, I'm just gonna be going over what I'm eating and yeah, pretty much. Some of you guys might not know this though. I started this prep at about 21 weeks out. I started October 31st. I texted my coach and I was like, yo, I am a fucking bum. Let's do this show. I sent him the show, date is March 30th, and he just responded, I think he was really deep in this prep. He goes, okay, gotta be locked in 100%. And I was like, bet. So I had my meal plan, it was like my bulking maintenance meal plan. So I started following that shit to a T on November 1st. I missed Thanksgiving, birthdays, all that shit, I was dialed in. And then really early December, I got my 16-week out plan, got my 12-week out plan, 9-week out, etc. And prep started. Basically that first month was pretty easy, all I had to do was stop eating junk food because I was already following that meal plan, but I was just eating like cheese and crackers and like chocolate and shit, So that was November. December was pretty easy. It just flew by. I was eating plenty of food. Somewhere between the 13-week out mark and 9 weeks out, that was very difficult mentally because it felt like I was just frantic all the time and very like paranoid about not doing enough, and I don't know, it was just like a weird time mentally. I could not calm down, I couldn't relax, I couldn't focus. It always felt like I was just too late for something or unprepared for something, no matter what it was. And then in my head, that became the biggest deal ever. And my sleep schedule wasn't really on point, my grocery schedule wasn't really on point. So say I woke up late and then needed to rush to do cardio and then got home and then we didn't have the food I needed for breakfast and then I'm running to the store. It was just like a lot going on and nothing about the situation was too crazy. It was just in my head. I needed to like calm down and center myself. So what I've been doing recently, which has really helped, I have a Google Docs spreadsheet right here, is every morning I've just been seeking God and putting my focus on Him before anything else. So for example, when I'm on the cardio, when I'm on the treadmill, I will literally put worship music on, I'll close my eyes and I'll just repeat over and over. I'll just say, God, just speak to me, and I'll just start praying. Because even if you don't feel that presence in your life, you don't feel good going into cardio, bro, you do that and you allow yourself to just calm down and just enter that wavelength of peace, and by the time cardio is over, you will be feeling amazing. It's pretty much what I've learned. Back in like November, December, and even a bit of January, I think my screen time was like embarrassingly 12 to 13 hours a day. I'm sure it was worse some days. What I would do is I would wake up, roll out of bed, I would start listening to a podcast, a YouTube video, or something of that sort, maybe even like Netflix, and I would just listen to that shit all day long. And it would just be like constantly other people's opinions, other people's worldviews. This is going on, this is something that's gonna piss me off. Oh, this is happening in China, this is bad, blah, 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 blah. And my mind could never like enter a peaceful state. Now, let's go to my screen time. Sunday, 3.5 hours. I spent 1:45 on YouTube. What I do is when I cook red meat, I'll put a YouTube video on, and then say 2 minutes in, I put the red meat on. I'll flip it at 5 minutes, and I'll flip it at 6 minutes. So I watch YouTube videos while I cook. I'll listen to like Graham Stephan or something. 23 minutes on Instagram, 18 minutes on messages, 17 minutes on TikTok, and then 5 minutes on Spotify and 4 minutes on camera. And that's it for the day. I mean, there's miscellaneous stuff like me looking up MyFitnessPal or something. But I find that when you just put the content down, just put the phone down, it allows you to actually be inside of your brain instead of somebody else or something else being inside, like talking to you. Phones and all this stuff, it hasn't been around for that long. It's not very normal. So there you go. Put the fucking phone down. Here's meal number 1, coffee. 60 grams of oats, 90 grams of blueberries, which I absolutely love. And then we have 230 grams of egg whites and 1 whole egg. One thing that's super important with prep is just keeping everything super consistent. This is gonna be a theme throughout the video. Keeping everything super consistent so you know exactly what to expect. So with my sriracha here, I measure out 6 grams of sriracha, and I've been eating 6 grams with meal 1 for like the last 2 months. So I know exactly how many calories, seasoning, whatever it is, that's super consistent. I just know off bat, right? So say like 2 weeks out, we pull hot sauces and stuff. I know exactly what's being pulled, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go sit down and eat this, and I will catch you guys before meal 2. Now time for meal number 3. It is 12:15 right now, so meal timing is on point. Katya, come here. This is my girlfriend. I just made her some freaking delicious protein pancakes. The creativity is insane. So what we're having is 7 ounces of chicken and 200 grams of white rice as my pre-workout meal. I used to train 3 meals into the day. Now I'm just training 2 meals into the day because it's better to train when it's bright out, in my opinion. I used to stay up till like 1, 2 in the morning back in like November, December. We'd be like watching TV hella late and shit, and I'd come home and cook a steak. Nowadays I'm like, yo, it's 10.
Bedtime.
I'm fucking out of here. For my chicken, pretty much I do turmeric, pepper, salt, garlic, minced garlic. I pretty much just let that shit marinate and then cook it up. It's really important on prep to have the same chicken recipe, the same seasonings and shit week after week, so you know exactly, again, how your body responds to this, so that when you pull your seasonings, right thing happens. So I am very hungry and I am going to eat. It's pre-workout time, and the refeed has not started this week, so we don't get any pre-workout snacks today, but that's no issue because we have grape cotton candy stim. So this is the EVP Extreme. The dose I take, it's about 150 milligrams of caffeine, and to superset, we have sour candy of the pump product. Take about 1.5 scoops of this, and then about 3/4 a scoop of this. Taste is unbelievable. It literally tastes sugary, thick. Tastes like I'm cheating on my diet. It's absolutely amazing. And my favorite thing is the pumps. Everything just feels super, super solid. But the stim that you get from the Extreme is just consistent. It's smooth. You're not spiking up. You're not crashing. I literally listen to classical music while I lift. Classical music and worship music while I work out. So very chill, very relaxing, good amount of energy, smooth energy all the way through. That's all I really have to say about that. But I'm gonna sip this. It tastes like a freaking cotton candy delicious drink from Starbucks or something. I'm gonna go work out, and then I will show you guys what I'm having for my post-workout meal, which is my favorite of the day. Y'all, we have accomplished the gym. We did legs. It was a very good leg day. and I am extremely tired and hungry. So I'm gonna keep this pretty brief, pretty short, and show you guys what my post-workout meal is, and then I am freaking sitting on the couch eating this, and it's gonna be exceptional. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. So my post-workout meal is 80 grams of oatmeal. I spread it really thin on a plate, and then I actually put it in the freezer so that I eat it slower. I'll also add a half a scoop of, this isn't the one I use, I actually use s'mores, but I add half a scoop of whey protein from Evogen, code ATC, and that gives it this nice color, nice flavor. And then with the other scoop and a half I get post-workout, I put it in water, and then I freeze it overnight and make it creamy. And as you can see, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, it's a prep safe creamy, so it's not the best. But off prep, you can do the same thing. You can use more fat, you can use milk, you can use whatever you want. But for me, it's pretty much just, you know, blended up protein ice, which doesn't bother me at all. And we also get 100 grams of strawberries. So this is an amazing meal. I'm gonna go see ya. All right, y'all, we are here with meal number 4. It's been a W day, guys. I went to the tanning bed. I ate my freaking protein ice cream. Here's what I'm having for meal number 4. We got 7 ounces of chicken breast and 150 grams of arugula. Arugula is really fire if you want more of a salad consistency and you don't want spinach. I personally don't really fuck with spinach, so arugula has been major. And for my mustard, or for my dressing on the salad, we have 10 calories of Dijon mustard and a shit ton of Tabasco. That's it. Now, just same theme from the whole video. It's very important to, if you're having trace calories, right, like sugar-free stuff, keep it consistent, because then you know exactly what to do. I weigh out 6 grams. That is it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the kitchen. I hope the camera can't pick it up, but I'm gonna eat this and then I will talk to you. Usually around this time of day, I believe it's like 8 on the dot, energy takes a massive hit because I've trained, I've come off my caffeine high, carbs are done for the day, but I'm really looking forward to meal number 5, which you guys will see soon. And because that is 10 ounces cooked weight of ground beef and a little bit of pineapple, and you guys will see later. But I'm really blessed to still have pineapple at this point in prep, because early on when I was 20 and 16 weeks out, I took it, I was so strung-ho and I was so dead ass that I literally did not cheat, nothing at all. And so that has made, you know, this last bit of prep a lot easier. I'm eating about 2,200 calories, I'd say. We'll have the total macros at the end, but I'm eating about 2,200 calories, and we're going into a refeed tomorrow. So even at this point, you know, I'm getting a refeed where I'm getting a lot of carbs. You know, it's definitely a game of, if you fuck around, you're gonna find out when you get no food and white fish. You know, I get chicken breast and freaking oatmeal. So I'm happy, I'm feeling good. Last meal is probably gonna be pretty brief because I get very tired, but here we go. All right, y'all, meal number 5 is time for bed. It's 10:30 right now and I'm very tired. Here's my dinner, ground beef, 10 ounces. I put it on skewers to make like kebabs, to make it special. 150 grams of asparagus raw and 100 grams of pineapple. Eat this and go to bed. All right, y'all, it is now the next day and I am having a refeed day, which is very nice, and I'm about to cook up my meal. But we have made it to the end of the video, the outro. We're gonna have the macros on the screen. I don't really know them yet. I don't really find any joy in knowing how much I'm eating. I kind of just go off how I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling good. But the main takeaway of the video that I wanted to share with you guys is that the only thing which is true about seasons of life is that they will end, no matter what. No matter if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, if it's bodybuilding prep, if it's a breakup, if it's school, if it's a relationship, everything is gonna end. In these situations that we find ourselves in, it's going to be very difficult to get through them or to deal with it when it ends, if it's a good thing, if we put our joy and our purpose in these worldly activities that happen to us as people. In life, you have to put your faith and your sense of joy and your sense of purpose into God, because He is the one thing that lasts forever, no matter what. If you're going through a hard time, Christ can be your joy, because if not, then you're just going to get through the hard time, you're going to enter a happy time, and then when the happy time ends, then what? You are empty, because you put all of your purpose, all of your joy, all of these feelings into just a worldly thing that happens. Everything is going to end. Difficult times will end. Happy times will end. You need to put your faith and your joy and your sense of purpose, your sense of peace, into a higher power. And for me, that's Jesus Christ. And He honestly saved this prep for me, because I was not doing well mentally, and then I was able to put that weight onto His shoulders. My physical body, I mean, I can go ahead and be hungry and eat a specific meal plan. That's easy. But my sense of purpose, my sanity is in God. And yeah, that's what I have to say. Hold on, check the fit. This is literally all I wear. These are both still in stock for now. So you should definitely go shop, because they're probably not going to be in stock again for another year. So Knock Power, code ATC, Evogen, code ATC. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I greatly appreciate you, my friends.